My name is Kelly Burke, and I'm the commander of the 2nd Bomb Wing. The 2nd Bomb Wing has the honor of being the oldest bomb wing in Strategic Air Command and also the distinction of being the largest. And we're particularly pleased that we are the host of the 1974 Bombing Navigation Competition. Ours is a big base, an old base, and we're very pleased to have all of the competitors here and be part of this big operation.
I'm Colonel Prothero, the commander of the 1st Combat Evaluation Group. This impressive array of beautiful trophies that you see lined up before us will soon be gone.
We have assembled here 55 competing aircraft, 55 competing air crew, and they represent the best not only of Strategic Air Command, but the best of the Royal Air Force Strike Command. And this year, for the first time, we have 2 selected crews from Tactical Air Command flying F-111 aircraft. On the left, we have one of the Royal Air Force Vulcan aircraft. They've been at Barksdale now for several weeks practicing on the American low-level routes, which are considerably different than the routes in the United Kingdom. And just a little further down the ramp, we have 2 F-111s of Tactical Air Command, one of which comes from the wing at Mountain Home, and the other from the wing at Cannon Air Force Base in New Mexico.
We outfitted the room, brought down some artifacts and other things from the New Mexico Plains area where Cannon is located. Every wing that comes down here has a booth space reserved for them to more or less show off the area they're from.
Well, we're from 2 bases, from RAF Waddington and RAF Scampton.
Yes.
They're both about 5 miles either side of Lincoln.
Yes.
And we all formed together at RAF Waddington as one unit, the Giant Voice Detachment 1974. We were invited over here to take part in a bombing competition, a navigation competition by the United States Air Force, which is going to be, I hope, a friendly competition to promote friendliness between both our nations, you know.
We're staying in the Bachelor's Officers block there, which is really great, you know, a real MODCON.
The F-111 is a new generation of aviation equipment apart from the B-52 and the British Vulcan. It's got a self-contained navigation system and a computer complex that make it a pretty sophisticated airplane. When the B-1 comes into the SAC inventory, it's going to virtually eliminate the technology difference that exists right now between the F-111 generation and the B-52 generation. And then the competition is really going to be up for grabs. It'll be down to probably the sharpest crew.
It would be the hallmark of any military organization to emerge as a winner in a competition such as this. But as General Keck said in his opening remarks yesterday,
there are no losers here today. You're all winners. And I congratulate all of you for having been selected to represent your units. I appreciate already the fine spirit of competition, your great display of sportsmanship, and it is typical, and I want you to keep it up. In closing, I want to wish you all the very, very best of luck and fly safe. Now let's consider this our 19th Strategic Air Command Bombing and Navigation Competition officially open. Thank you.
I'd like to explain a little bit about the philosophy of the bomb comp, something that doesn't show on the scoreboard and may not show in conversations that you've had. You see here only the crews. This is the tip of the iceberg. And a few of us are going up to Blytheville in just an hour, Blytheville, Arkansas, where we have a weapons loading competition for the selected weapons loading crew from each of our bomb wings who are competing up there both on the quality of their equipment, their training, their proficiency, the accuracy of their loading, and they're loading under scored conditions. I would like to tell you that these too are superb professionals, and it appears that the 93rd Bomb Wing from Castle Air Force Base, 15th Air Force in California, is going to be the winner, and it's going to be my pleasure to go up there with the other commanders from SAC and present that trophy and bring back the winning crew for presentation here tomorrow.
At this point in time, we're halfway through the competition. Total competition consists of 2 sorties by each bomber and 2 sorties by each tanker, and so far each has flown 1.
The tactical F-111s that we have, of which we have 3 wings, we have a variety of missions, and one of our missions is extremely accurate bombing at low level. So this year we were invited to participate in the SAC navigation and bombing competition, and we flew our first mission on Saturday night. At the end of that mission, we were in 3rd place for bombing.
Yes, sir. We're 5 points behind. We're looking in good.
135 in the box.
Oh, we thought we did better than that.
It must have been off one side. There's a big wind up there, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was about 50 knots of wind.
Is that all? Okay, we'd heard
That was pretty good. It was crossing.
We had some problems on one of the targets, but I think that we're going to be able to pull it out Tuesday night.
That second low bomb, we're running that baby, and we got the final offset. Too late to make the correction. We knew that was going to be shaky. I wish we'd have done better high.
We had in the early B-36s 1 offset unit, and this would allow us to aim at a easily identifiable radar return on a rather cluttered scope. But this was a return that we could positively identify, and then by setting in offset values in terms of azimuth and distance in feet, we were able then to bomb a target that may not even appear on the radar scope.
We've had a novel circumstance in this year's competition, which is a tribute to the 2 wings involved. We've got a tie for best B-52.
Okay.
Pick which you want.
All right, we've already...
And we'll have a fly-off.
Take tails, and I'm going to take heads.
Hey, that's great. That's a good indicator. That's a good indicator.
Okay.
Okay, the mission flown in accordance with the timing in Giant Voice 3, positions 5 and 6.
We can't tie these trophies, and I couldn't let these 2 magnificent Air Forces argue all year over who had the best. So we're going to solve it the SAC way, out on the bomb runs and in the nav legs.
The Giant Voice 74 competitive force was made up of 20 B-52s, 2 FB-111s, 4 RAF Vulcans, 27 KC-135s, and 2 F-111s. Each of the bomber and tanker crews flew 2 missions, the initial being launched from their home base and recovering at Barksdale. First bomber missions were flown on a high-altitude simulated bomb run, followed by a navigation exercise, then a low-altitude simulated bomb run. The second bomber competition was basically the same, with the mission being flown in reverse. Tanker missions included a precision radar navigation exercise, a basic celestial navigation leg, and an orbit exercise.
Standby tone radar.
Everything was real, except the actual dropping of bombs.
Okay, release. Bomb away.
Scoring was accomplished by ground-positioned radar units of SAC's First Combat Evaluation Group. The accuracy was transposed to a point representation, which determined the final winners and place standings.
Well, we beat off 1 FB and 2 F-111.
Total out of 300.
We see that if you look at the board here, we have the FB-111, which is our newest airplane with our most advanced technology and radar bombing systems. And it is leading the pack right now. And it's going to be a hard act to overcome. You've got to take your hats off to the Tactical Air Command. They've done a fantastic job. This is the first time that they've competed, and they competed using our rules. a very difficult target. It was one that we expected people to have trouble with. But if you look at the scores, you'll see that they weren't very far behind.
Home folder too.
Yeah, but look, you know, on the same target, two tactical bunks, both from zero.
Obviously, we wanted to beat them. And it looks like we have. And of course, we all breathe a sigh of relief because it would have been very embarrassing to have a SAC bombing navigation competition won by a fighter bomber. We expected the FB-111 to turn up, to put on the show that it did. We expected this. We're glad that it happened, to be perfectly honest with you, because it is our newest equipment. It is our best equipment.
I hope that this will symbolize the appreciation of every member of Strategic Air Command, and particularly those of us here in this room today, as we say thanks to our wonderful and respected colleagues in TAC.
The best single B-52 mission flown during the competition. The winning crew is the 68th Bomb Wing, Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, North Carolina. Crew E-18.
So I guess you would say that the competition does a lot of things. It instills this competitive spirit in the crews. It makes you want to be the best.
The William J. Crum Linebacker Memorial Trophy is a new award presented for the first time this year. In memory
It's a boost to them. It's an honor to be selected. It's an honor to compete to be selected. It's something that crews vie for, and it's something that they work toward all year long.
B-52 crew attaining the most points in high-altitude bombing. The winner of the Linebacker Trophy is the 92nd Bomb Wing, Fairchild Air Force Base. Commander is Colonel Lou Buckman. Crew E-13, commanded by Captain Zappallo. The Saunders Trophy.
Yes, it costs money. Relatively, it doesn't cost much, and the payoff is higher than any other comparable expense I know we have in Strategic Air Command.
Crew R-113, commanded by Captain Riley. Winner of the Mathis Trophy.
And we've certainly enjoyed having them with us and getting to know the RAF. We've had symposium and study groups with them, and hopefully for us all to emerge with better techniques, concepts, and procedures, and that too is one of the aims of the competition.
The grand prize to be awarded at this competition is the coveted Fairchild Trophy. The winner is the 380th Bomb Wing, Plattsburgh Air Force Base, New York, Bomber Crew S-23, commanded by Major Allen, and Tanker Crew S-104, commanded by Captain Masilko. Wing Commander, Colonel Earl O'Loughlin. Aircraft Commander, Major Allen.
You know, we're all winners in this thing. Some individual crews may not agree with that. Proudly, I'd like to have won all of those
Radar
places.
Navigator, Major Brackett.
But our countries, our alliance, our commands all win from this kind of competition.
Aircraft
Wholesome,
Maintenance Officer, Captain Davis.
vigorous, exciting, and productive. Many of the capabilities present in our equipment today resulted from recommendations following bombing competitions in the past. So, yes, I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied that it's been a great competition among true professionals, and the results show it.